So here's my little guy or girl. The side seam is finished. I'm not sure if you can see it. There it is. So now what I want to do is the belly button. So in the tutorial, it has step-by-step instructions, but I'm just going to do it here to show you that it's not as difficult as it looks. So I'll try and get you at a close angle while I work. Now what I want to do is decide for myself where I want my belly button. You don't want it too low because you don't want to mistake it for anything else, but you do want it below the center of the torso. So I've got my thread and I have it once again doubled onto an embroidery needle with a knot at the end. I'm going to go finding center just to the side of center, so draw an invisible circle on your doll and going in at one side, I'm going to come out the other. So it's just like when we were making our nose. I'll leave a tail and I'll rotate my doll and repeat that step. Now I am making sure I'm catching wool or whatever is in there. It could be a little bit of glass even as I go. And I'm going to continue going around like a nose. Carefully trying not to lose my tail. You can see if I pull it, it's going to start forming. Some people like big belly buttons, some people like really tiny ones. I lean towards the little bit poppy out ear ones. My little ones love it when the belly button is noticeable. So I'm getting quite close. So with this next turn, I'm going to be coming out close to where I started here. So what I'm going to do is pull this, making sure my tail remains, and tie it off. Just twice here. Now my belly button is a strange shape. I want it to be round. So I'm going to go all the way around again in a similar fashion to try and smooth that shape out. So I'm just going to repeatedly go around here. I'm going to go a different direction this time because mine is longer than it is width-wise. I'm going to go a vertical, going around up, down, instead of the clock shape, in an attempt to pull this belly button more in a round shape. So you can see already it's starting to get a little rounder. And now I'm going to go around, now that I've made it a little bit more the shape I was hoping for. And you really just want to do your best going around, making sure that, see how there's a gap here? So I'm going to make sure that the thread goes over that next. The shape of the belly button really doesn't matter in the end. It doesn't have to be round. It can be any shape you want. Not all my kids' belly buttons are the same. But you can see that this is looking a lot more circular than it was originally. So I'm just going to go around one more time so that I can come out where I need to. So here we go. I'm going to tie this now. And I'll show you the belly button. I've got this cute little gathered belly button here. It's fairly firm to the touch, like the nose. So I'm then going to take my needle and go under the belly button and come out somewhere not at the belly button with just the one side. Watch the tail. My tail got caught in there. I'm actually not sure what just happened. I think I might have actually tangled it. Basically, I'm trying to bury my threads here, but it appears that something's gone wrong, which often happens to me. Doll making is not something that necessarily goes the way you want it every time. So I, for some reason, have a little loop there. That's okay. I'll bury that loop separately. So I'm going to snip this off close to the skin, and it disappears. I'm going to repeat with the process with these so that we don't have these two ends sticking out. By doing that, I will snip this off first, the little knot at the end. Rethread them onto my needle and bury those two ends as well. And that is technically the end of our Preemie Norah tutorial. You now have a really sweet little doll, and you can dress it and get it all ready. However, because this is a workshop, I have a few more tricks up my sleeve. I'm going to teach you how to add little toes and little fingers if you would like. And also, we forgot to mention how to magnetize the hand, so I will be explaining that. I may as well explain that in the next part with the toes. So I hope that is helpful, and I can't wait to see you on the next extra footage.